10 tips to help any zodiac sign win the heart of an Aquarius. Aquarians are like the unicorns of the zodiac. They march to the beat of their own drum, and tend to be eccentric people. They possess bold and mysterious personalities. If you have your heart set on an Aquarian, and you want to know what it's like to love and be loved by one, I will tell you. As an Aquarius with 26 years of experience, you should prepare for the longest, but most worthwhile love battle of your life. When it comes to Aquarians, you have to give them plenty of time, you have to let them get to know you, and most of all, you have to make them feel like they are free, loved and wanted, all at the same time. Basically, an Aquarius is one big, walking contradiction. I will promise you one thing, though, if you do end up with an Aquarius, you will never be bored. Here are 10 tips to help you win over an Aquarius. 1. Be genuine. Aquarians are reflective, serious and sincere people. The minute we feel like you are being insincere, we get turned off. We don't respond well to disingenuous flattery, and we can always tell when it's disingenuous. If you really spend the time getting to know an Aquarius, compliment him or her on traits unique to that person's personality. This will go a long way, and we'll know you have a genuine interest in getting to know us. When it comes to gift giving, do not shower your Aquarius in diamonds or expensive flashy items. He or she won't appreciate it as much as you would think. Because Aquarians are such sentimental beings, we respond much better to gifts with sentimental value, as opposed to monetary value. 2. Be a friend first. Don't rush things. Aquarians have massive guards up at all times. Take the time to get to know your Aquarius. It takes a long time for an Aquarius to open up, so building a friendship and taking it slow will allow for him or her to feel safe enough to open up to you. Also, we are incredibly playful, so if you can joke around with us and be our best friend, we may start to see you in a romantic light eventually. When it comes to an Aquarius, the friend zone is not necessarily a bad place to be in. It's simply a stepping stone. 3. Be philanthropic. Here's where the personality of an Aquarius becomes complicated. We may seem cold and detached because we don't open up easily, but when it comes to strangers and their problems, we attach ourselves quickly and will do anything we can to help. We have the world's problems on our shoulders at all times, and we are essentially natural-born humanitarians. The minute we see you have a humanitarian side, you'll get big points in our books. I once went on a date with a guy, and while we were walking to the restaurant, I spotted a homeless man. I made a comment about how sad it made me feel to see someone in that situation, and my date pulled out a few bucks and handed it to him. It immediately won me over. Bonus tip: a great date idea when it comes to Aquarius is to suggest volunteering together. 4. Be prepared to debate. Aquarians are strong-willed individuals. If we wholeheartedly believe in something, we will fight for it, all while being extremely tolerant of other people's viewpoints. Please don't mistake this as us being argumentative or stubborn. Instead, try to understand that this is because we are passionate about our beliefs. The best way to win an argument with an Aquarius is to use a combination of facts and different scenarios. If you use this method to persuade an Aquarius, he or she will likely apologize and try to see things your way. Aquarians are complex, but we are definitely not stupid or incapable of apologizing. 5. Do not try to fool an Aquarius. Aquarians are truth seekers, and we can spot a liar in an instant. If we sense you are lying to us, then you might as well lose our numbers. We care so much about this because we are loyal. We have a strong sense of moral obligation, and we expect you to have the same. If you try to pull a fast one on us, we won't give you a second chance. If you are planning on rescheduling your date with an Aquarius, be prepared to show proof of whatever tragedy you claim happened that caused you to reschedule. Otherwise, your chances of scoring a second date are slim to none. 6. Woo an Aquarius with intelligence and quick wit. Aquarians are extremely witty, sarcastic and charming. If you can entertain us with witty banter for hours and talk about worldly affairs, we will want to keep you around for a very long time. Also, if you can tolerate our sarcasm and keep us on our toes with your own humor, we will start to crave your company. 7. Learn to love an Aquarius' idealistic views. Aquarians are almost always in an existential crisis. We are natural-born philosophers, and our anthem is imagined by John Lennon. Not only do we want peace and harmony, but we also believe both are possible. Every time we hear about a past or present tragedy, we start to question the meaning of life. We are constantly questioning the existence of God, and if there is a God, how he could let these tragic events occur. Although you may view us as childish and idealistic, because of this, don't verbalize that. Instead, learn to embrace our idealism and realize that if we care so deeply, then our capacity to love and care for you is endless. 8. If you love an Aquarius, then set him or her free. We hate to feel trapped, and if you try to control us, we will run. It takes a secure person to win the heart of an Aquarius. If you start questioning us and going through our text messages, we won't take kindly to it, and will begin to pull away from you. As I mentioned before, we are extremely loyal and have high moral obligations. So, it's very unlikely we would be doing anything worthy of your concern. Trust is everything with an Aquarius. Once you lose ours, you lose us. 9. Never give up. Although it may take a while for an Aquarius to let down his or her massive guard, once it happens, you will be pleased you stuck around. Aquarians aren't likely to rush into anything, so if you are tenacious enough to stick around, we will be yours. Aquarians are very unlikely to want commitment. If you really love an Aquarius, then fight for the relationship, and make him or her feel secure enough to let down the guard. 10. Prepare for the most hypnotizing and unique long-term relationship. Once you have won the heart of an Aquarius, and he or she has let down the guard, you will never have to doubt his or her dedication to the relationship. We are incredibly spontaneous and will show our love by surprising you with dinner or small, sentimental gifts. We will spend our time lifting you up and encouraging you to follow all of your dreams. We are extremely verbal, and we will constantly remind you how much you mean to us, how much we appreciate you, and how loved you are. If you give us your heart, we will give you ours. I promise you it will be the biggest heart you have ever possessed. It takes a very special, patient and secure kind of person to love and be loved by an Aquarian. If you are that person, I wish you the best of luck on your quest to win the heart of your chosen Aquarius. You'll need it.